Our final guest speaker is a Bachelor of Science in Commerce majoring in Business Management from De La Salle Lipa College in 2006. He is the chairman of Batangas Egg Producers Multipurpose Cooperative, the president of TSL Golden Agricultural Commodities Corporation, and the owner of LI Poultry Farm. Here to talk about managing egg production cost, let's welcome Mr. Michael Lescano.
Thank you very much, Gabriel, for the introduction. Thank you also to our attendees. I was informed that our attendees came from the various sector like academe, broiler, swine, and fishery, local government, and of course, my colleagues from the layer industry. Magandang tanghali po sa inyong lahat. I hope that at the end of my presentation, you will learn the cost of egg production as well as the challenges that we are facing at the moment. For the outline of my presentation, of course, I will present to you today the laying flock inventory, the egg production, the egg per capita consumption, the egg price trend, the factors affecting egg production cost, egg production cost, at kung paano ito kwentahin, and the summary of my presentation. The total chicken laying flock inventory was estimated at 61.74 million birds, according to the PSA, or the Philippine Statistical Authority. This is an increase of 57.72 million birds compared to its population last year. And in terms of inventory, Calabarzon reported the highest population of 14.38 million birds. Actually, our San Jose, who is the egg capital, egg basket of the Philippines, is in the province of Batangas, which contributed a magnificent amount of laying flock inventory. In this slide about chicken layer population, I would like to show you the incremental increase of layer from 2018 with 43,601,876 heads. Before the ASF, or the African swine fever outbreak, okay? And as of December 2021, the preliminary estimated number of commercial layers in 2022 will be at 56,976,949 0.22, where these several pig farmers shifted to layers or egg production. In this next slide, for this year, 2022, our projection is that the day-old pullet will be more than the 15.2 million day-old pullet in 2021. This means further increase in layer population, and of course, dadami pa po ang ating produksyon ng ating itlog. Okay? Then, the egg production was at 166.82 thousand metric tons and was higher by 8.1% compared to the production of the same period last year. Among the regions, of course, it was Calabarzon who was the top egg producers with the most numbers of eggs coming from San Jose, Batangas. Actually, 9 regions posted an increase in production. The Central Visayas recorded the highest growth with 37.1% compared to the previous year. Okay. Egg production per region. The top 5 regions are, of course, the Region 4A, which include the San Jose, Batangas, the Central Luzon, the Central Visayas, including Bohol, the Northern Mindanao, which includes Bukidnon, and Western Visayas, which including Iloilo. The chicken egg production in the year 2018 was 37.77 million. Notice that the increase in 2021 with a 43.70 million egg production, the government projected to increase the egg production in 2022 to 44.20 million eggs. The egg consumption per capita in the Philippines was at 5.12. But on the latest current per capita on December 2021, that is 110 eggs. But compared to other Asian neighbors like Indonesia, the consumption of egg is at about 6.5 kilograms, Thailand at 12.1 kilograms, and Malaysia at 17.9 kilograms. So we in the Philippine egg industry has a long way to go in terms of egg consumption. In the next slide, this is the egg price trend from the 2018 up to 2021. But you will see that our egg industry was in a very positive situation with a very good prices that continued to increase on a yearly basis. However, when the African swine fever hit the swine industry and several piggery farms, it were converted to layer farms in 2019 and 2020. So the egg production increased in 9 regions. So the supply of eggs increased, affecting the egg prices as early as the third quarter of 2020 all the way up to 2022. Okay. Then the egg production is a major source livelihood in San Jose, not only in San Jose, but in our industry. But due to the rising costs of raw materials and feed costs, the break-even performance is at 70% productivity. And we should target not less than 80% of layer productivity. In the next 2 to 3 slides, I will be discussing the factors affecting the egg production. I'm sure that not only in our layer industry, but also the swine and broiler industry suffered the consequence of a Russian, Ukrainian war. And the cost of raw materials and of course feed costs contribute a major pie in the egg production costs. Hindi lang po advisable na mas pababain natin ang quality, pati yung ating feed formulation, dahil alam po natin na malaki po at posibleng magkaroon po ng malaking epekto sa egg production po natin sa farm. And the second factor affecting the egg production cost is the ready to lay, okay, the RTL. The quality of the RTL is very important to have a very good production performance. The egg quality will also affect the production cost if there are plenty of eggs with soft or broken shells. In these slides, we have the factors affecting egg production costs, like medication and vaccination, disease and herd health situation, or if water medication is needed, this will add up to the cost. The housing and facility, of course, there is a repair and maintenance as well as the other equipment needed to improve egg production and will also add to the cost. Environmental factors such as regulations imposed by the local government units, which have to be considered as in the cost component. The next slide is about the management related costs, such as manpower or labor costs, including the livelihood costs of the workers. It is difficult to look for farm workers. So we have to provide additional benefits for the workers to stay in the farm. The biosecurity program. Also, the cost of fuel, electricity, water, and other administrative expense are major components too of the egg production costs. These slides is the summary of the egg production costs as of March 2022. And I would like to explain how to compute the feed costs. Okay. You know, the feed costs right now is averaging from 1,300 to 1,400, assuming that we use the 1,300 pesos per bag of 50 kilos, for 50 kilos. So, if we divide the 1,300 divided by 50 kilos, equals to 26 pesos per kilo. Okay? And this 26 kilos, okay, we have to multiply it for the feed consumption of per bird. That's 0.110 grams. Okay? It will be 26 times 0.110 grams equals to 2.86 per bird. And that's 2.86. We will use the 80% production equals to 3.575. This will be the cost. Okay, and then for feeds, and then how about the RTL? So we have to compute then the RTL, the ready to lay pullet, at about 200 pesos per head, 260 pesos per head, at the normal productivity of 90 weeks. Okay, at 80% productivity. So the cost of RTL is 0.41 centavos per egg, or 9.50% of the production cost. The medication and vaccination is about 12 centavos per egg, while the cost is 12 centavos per egg. It's 1.12% of the production cost. The housing, of course, we have to compute the housing costs. Okay, it's about an estimated of 0.12. Okay, for 15 years, we will use the housing and the equipment for 15 years. So it's 0.12 centavos. And then the management cost, which includes the labor costs, the benefits of the workers, electricity, water, and other related costs, is 20 centavos per egg, or 4.58% of the production cost. The total production cost is 4.33 pesos per egg. Okay? Versus the farm gate price at about 4.50 to 4.60 per egg. So we expected that the production cost of egg will increase further as we anticipate the rising cost of raw materials and fuel costs caused by the Russian and Ukraine war. In the next slide, regarding the summary of my presentation, okay, today the layer industry has surpassed the various challenges like high feed costs, disease, and importation of egg powder. We were able to survive in spite of these challenges, and egg prices were stable from year 2012 to 2019, especially on 2018 and 2019. But our egg industry suffered a setback when several pig farms owners shifted to layer and chicken egg production due to the outbreak of ASF, or African swine fever, thus increasing the supply of eggs in the country. The current war, Ukraine and Russia, posed a major challenges to our industry. The logistic costs of bringing raw materials to our farms and feed mills. It is increased by 20% as of the moment and may increase further. We are also anticipating increase in price of wheat, which we source from the Ukraine. The retail price of egg is almost double the farm gate. The traders and retailers explained that their transportation costs have increased tremendously, so they have to increase the retail price of eggs. No matter how difficult it is, we should sell our own produce direct to the consumers. And the last slides. Thank you very much for listening. And I hope that you get to learn from the production cost of egg and the factors affecting it. Maraming salamat po at magandang hapon sa inyong lahat.